Nigeria's new Museum of West African Art, Mowaa, has found itself mired in controversy, which has put a halt to its plan to open its doors to the public for the first time in the ancient Benin City. What started as an effort to house the returned Benin Bronzes has turned to a dispute over its name, ownership and funding. Here's a report from our correspondent, Louisa Olaniyi.
Nigeria's stunning new Museum of West African Art, Mowaa, has found itself in the crosshairs of local power politics in the week it was supposed to, but failed, to open its doors to the public for the first time. The 6-hectare campus sits in the heart of Benin City, capital of the southern state of Edo. It has been 5 years in the making and is envisioned to celebrate both the past and the present in the region. Famous for the Benin Bronzes, artworks looted from the city's royal palace by British soldiers in the 19th century. The project has been the brainchild of businessman Philip Iheanacho, now Mowaa's executive director. Mowaa, a non-profit Nigerian institution, sees itself creating more than 30,000 direct and indirect jobs and contributing more than $80 million annually to the regional creative economy through partnerships and programming.
I think there were representatives from the palace, and I believe that they were asking for us to allow more time for consultation before we do a formal commissioning. Now, the unfortunate thing is that this was not a commissioning. This is not an official commissioning at all. This was just a preview of our first exhibition.
The local government has pulled the rug from under it, revoking the use of the land on which the museum was built. A rowdy group insulted foreign guests at the museum ahead of the opening, forcing them to be hurried away under police escort. President Bola Tinubu has even stepped in to try and resolve the tensions, setting up a high-level committee to do some damage control. But how has this become so politicized and such a PR disaster? Much of it comes down to internecine rivalries at a local state level, as it was Edo's previous governor Godwin Obaseki, whose term in office ended last year. He was a major backer of the museum, and it seems the administration of the new governor, a close ally of the local traditional ruler known as the Oba, may want more of a stake in the project. The protesters are demanding that the museum be placed under the control of Oba Ewer II.
In-depth insight of what our forefathers did, what they enjoyed, what they went through, and how they lived their life over several hundred years ago. So the importance and the usefulness of this artifact being returned to this kingdom and to this country can never be overemphasized.
This brings into focus the contentious issue of the Benin Bronzes, one of Africa's most celebrated cultural treasures, because even if the museum does eventually open, these bronzes will be conspicuously absent. They are brass, ivory, and wooden sculptures that once adorned the royal palace of the Benin Kingdom before British soldiers looted them in 1897 during a punitive expedition. Today, thousands remain scattered across museums in Europe and North America, including the British Museum, Berlin's Humboldt Forum, and the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Their return has become one of the most contested debates in the global art world. About 150 have now made their way home, and more are due to follow.
Part of the element that makes this country so great is that diversity. And within that diversity, that extra element that pushes us over the totem pole of being one of the greatest nations on earth is what the Benin Kingdom was able to contribute to this country in terms of its heritage and its cultural expression.
There are fears. The row may damage ongoing efforts to reclaim Africa's stolen art, with Western museums feeling justified about their concerns over the conservation of returned works, but many working within the walls of Mowaa are determined to show that their creativity can redefine what a modern African museum can be, with or without historic artifacts.
place built with high hopes of becoming a global hub for West African art, especially as a home for the repatriated Benin Bronzes, was rebranded to Mowaa, seen by critics as erasing Edo and royal identity. These led protesters loyal to the monarch to disrupt an official opening billed for November 11. Protesters accused international funders of bypassing the Oba, turning the museum into a neo-colonial ploy to seize artifacts for public display rather than royal custody. For now, the gates of Mowaa remain locked, guarded by police, while the silent battle rages on. From Lagos, Nigeria, Louisa Olaniyi, WION World is One.